And we're back today with a building video. I haven't done many building videos for a while. Well, I have done them, but I didn't actually have time to edit them. So yeah, I've recorded everything I did for the ranch builds, everything, but yeah. Too bad. Well, today we're building some terraced houses or row houses because, well, I lived in the UK for several years and I really wanted to build something similar to where I've lived there. And the good parts and the not so good parts. One of these is going to be sort of a slumlord thing, and I know that there's discussion about this whole landlord blah blah blah, but yeah, it's just how the world is, I guess. And I'm just excited to be building these things because I really like having more families on one lot. In Holland, I also live on like row houses, so it's quite quite usual for me. Like the backyards of these are very small. I also did a small lot because I'm afraid that it's going to be a very heavy expansion. And yeah, I tried a few different wall heights, but else the door wouldn't fit under the stairs. So yeah, there's just a small garden and everything, which is just how it is there. And I used some real floor plans for this, for some of them, other than I just like made up. But you could say it would be easier to copy all of these houses at the beginning. But yeah, I only thought about that later. I was just focusing on the floor plan I had for this one and not thinking about that it would be easier to copy everything before I made all the separate rooms. But yeah, it is what it is. I started building this straight away when the whole the first trailer came out. So like the second it came out, I'm like, oh yes, I'm building this. And looked up floor plans and went just like, yay. Also, yeah, the stairs can go on top of each other. They can actually use that. So someone, I think on Facebook, was like, oh yeah, is that usable? Yes, you can use those. You can just put them on top of each other, and yeah, the Sims will just be able to use that, no problem. Also, shame, I think we can only use like 3 levels in The Sims 4. I think it's also to protect people. I was just playing The Sims 2. I managed to download it and got it to work. Yay, because I love The Sims 2. And there was one lot that had multiple stuff on it. It was a store, and it was a food court, and there was a bar on like the top floor, and there was 5 floors, and oh my god, there's so much. But yeah, now I was like, oh, maybe I should copy everything the same for all the 4 houses. And yeah, and I didn't feel like starting over. I don't really ever bulldoze my houses ever. I don't know, some people do, but I just make it work, just change a lot. First I made them all the same. I was planning already to make them all a bit different because in England most of them are slightly different. Maybe 2 are the same and on what is different. So the idea was they all started the same and people changed part of them themselves. So like make an extra room or an extra like extension of the house or have like a shed. But I thought it was easier to just start out with all of them the same and just copying everything. It was not so smart. But you know, this is my process. So this is the first part of that I'm building these, because as you can imagine, these were a lot of work. So I think it'll be like 3 videos. But here I'm doing the most basic stuff, and also uploaded this shell after this thing that I the build video. And yeah, I also built this live on Twitch, so I'm doing some building there. And yeah, sometimes I move the camera a lot, but that's also sort of the way I think. So yeah, I do just to check out how it looks. I don't know. There's some people can do it all from one angle, but I've been building, I think, seriously sort of for a year now. And yeah, I'm not that good yet that I can just do it all from one angle and also talk, because I was recording this while I was streaming, but mostly I do my building when I'm not streaming because I know it's easier to just concentrate. One of the first things I place is all of the fireplaces, because that makes it easy to find out where the other ones should be and how I want to have it set up. So the first house I chose to have a little terrace there, and yeah, so I'm doing the first house, most of it, and then moving on to the other ones and doing the roofing first because I hate the roofing. So it's like, okay, do like the main stuff, and then after that do the roofing. So do the first house first to get an idea what if the dimensions are okay, that it's not too small or too big, or like will the furniture fit. So that's why I did most of this house first, just to see what it would look like and if it would work. And then I did the rest, and yeah, and then did all the roofing first because I hate that. So it's like, get that out of the way, and then I can concentrate on nicer things. The windows I used here are mostly base game, because I know I kind of like those windows, and I guess most people have them, and they all match, which is, yeah, it's also a big thing in The Sims. I've changed the coloring of those windows like I think 5 times or something before I was satisfied with them. But yeah, usually these windows are on like base game, and yeah, there's not a lot of landscaping in this, but I forced as much onto it as I could. I didn't want to get like a too big lot, because I'm very afraid that this is going to be a very heavy game. So I'm going to build some bigger lots, but I want to start with a smaller one. Later on, this is built in Evergreen Harbor, and I changed it to Brindleton Bay later because I thought, well, I think it will fit better. It's a bit more, I don't know, British. I didn't want to go for Hanford though. I don't know. It's more like a cottage thing and not like these kind of city houses. I don't know. And also, I've read about the whole community center building thing, because they will have to have a space where the mailboxes are. I've placed like mailboxes just for the build on each property, but in the expansion it looks like you'll get one mailbox like with all the little mailboxes for everyone. Yeah, the wall height is like, nope, let's not do that, and just put it up. And also a basement, because there I saw in a trailer that there's gonna be a boiler and like fuse box electricity thing. Oh yeah, this is the bug. So like if you place the little like fence there, the railing will disappear. I hope they fix that, because it's so either you have a railing or you have like the balustrade or whatever that is in English. And yeah. That is, yeah, it's kind of ruined the build, but yeah, and I'm changing the coloring of the windows again to blue. Doesn't matter, at least they all match. It's fine. It's fine. So sometimes I just get stuck on the details a little bit. It's like, no, it has to be changed. But the first one is pretty much done. And the community part, I also placed some like a game table, and oh, I have to drink some water. Yay. And yeah, I did drink some tea, so I'm back at again, whatever. So I'm doing some more details. Well, I just got my diagnosis, so I have autism apparently. So yeah, I was going for ADHD diagnosis, and it said, well, you have this. Okay, everything makes sense now. So I've been also off just processing and reading a lot about it. And yeah, my brother has it, but nothing like him, because I have friends and I used to have a life until I got the fibromyalgia, and which is also apparently not too strange with women who have autism, because you try to fit in and do everything like everyone else, and of course that is just totally stressful. I mean, it's stressful for everyone, but apparently for me it's extra stressful. So instead of feeling like a complete loser and defective, now I'm like, okay, well, I did pretty well knowing this now. So yeah, I feel better, but also weird, because I mean, you think about Rain Man or something, and I'm nothing like that. I look at people sometimes when I talk to them. I do clap and things sometimes, but I don't know. It's just a lot to take in. So that's why I've been away for a while. But I have been building and have been playing. So this is what I do when I'm stressed out. I build stuff in The Sims. So yeah, there's a lot more stuff on the gallery that I did. But editing, sometimes it's just too much for my hands with my fibromyalgia, and just a lot to concentrate on. Yeah, that table's not going to fit there. So I didn't really know what I wanted to do with this house. I'm just trying out also the space, if it's going to be enough for these houses. And I think I did a pretty good job. It's actually bigger than it should be according to the floor plan. But else in The Sims, it's just, yeah, look at that. Yellow lines. It's important. Else Sims won't be able to sit there. And yeah, so I try to follow them, but then do like an extra 1 or 2 tiles usually, so that there's enough space for Sims and I don't get stuck, which is annoying. I hate it. But I think it's enough for like these builds. I'm using like the old crappy stuff. I didn't really know what I wanted to do with this first house. In the end, I went to sort of a average family with 2 kids and a dog. I think that's what I went for. But the other ones that turned out more detailed, because I was also like, maybe people want to decorate it themselves, and yeah, then it's maybe a little bit annoying. I also always like to have a window where they can wash their dishes and look out the window, because that's how it is in my house. And I think it should be there. But yeah, it's too big, girl. Go back. Yeah, don't move did I just move the window instead of copying it? Who cares? Yeah, and now I'm just like, I tried to cut out some of the flipping, but yeah, I don't know how annoying that is for other people. But yeah, I just changed the camera angle just to see how things look. Oh, these top cabinets just annoy me sometimes. Yeah, I'm using the base game ones, because those are from, oh no, those are base game, I think. They didn't come with City Living, did they? And I mean, it's not going to be the same as City Living, like, at all, because City Living was living in the city. That was that's why it's called City Living. So enjoying the festivals, enjoying the karaoke bar, penthouse, parties, and sort of a central park, and just like the feeling that you're living in the city. And this is just for rent, so renting out stuff. I mean, you can have apartments, but it's not about apartments. It's about renting out, renting stuff. That's what it's about, not about living in a city. You can place apartments in a city, but that's not what the pack is about. So it's not the same at all. So I don't know. And of course, there's going to be loading times. I mean, you can't load this whole lot that I'm building at the same time and expect not your computer to survive that, because mine won't. And it's actually quite a nice little gaming laptop, and it does well. with like high graphics and mods and everything, but loading all of this at the same time, I mean, that would be crazy. And yeah, of course it's annoying to have load times, but you know, it's a game, it's not magic, so I don't know what people really expect. I mean, I was playing The Sims 2 today, but those apartments you can't build yourself. There's only 3 other people in apartments. They don't have kids. They're just like one person. Of course, you can move your own Sims in there, like in the other apartments, but of course that will slow down the game. And the other people are usually just in the communal, like swimming pool or hot tub or whatever, and they're hardly ever home. And if you ring the bell, they're hardly ever open the door because either they're at work, asleep, or don't feel like hanging out. So they kind of, it's like there are apartments, but you can't really see them most of the time. So you only have your own apartment and the family. So, and nothing around the lot loads. I mean, if you played this lot, then you would be able to walk around the whole neighborhood and like cycle or whatever. You couldn't do that in The Sims 2. I mean, you had just a lot, and if you went off it for any reason, it would be like loading times. So, and The Sims 3 also had loading times, I think, between apartments, because I don't remember that. And yeah, because else it's just gonna be like a buggy, laggy game. So I'm pretty happy, and we'll see how long those load times are. If it's the same as like going to CAS or travel, that's like a few seconds. So I mean, switching families is probably gonna take longer, because that's probably the same, because if you want to play as them. But as a landlord, going to an apartment where something is broken is probably just like 10 seconds or something. I don't know, 30 maximum. I don't know. Is it annoying? Yes, but if it's unplayable, then it would be worse. So I'm making the kids' room here. Just both bunk beds. I kind of like that. And yeah, I still hadn't really decided what kind of theme I want to do with this house. So it turned out a little bit generic. So the other ones I had more of an idea of what I wanted to do with it. So this is sort of an average people house with average income, not too much. And yeah, made a little girl side and a boy side. And yeah, just a bit normal. I love these bookcases so much. Like, you can do so much with them. And I thought, well, British houses so far, a lot of them have the carpeting everywhere. One had like carpeting in the bathroom, so, but I'm not taking. Okay, well, and some walk-in closets there, and some other furniture. It's like, I usually have very small rooms for those kids. I feel kind of bad. I think they can play in those wardrobes that you can walk in. I don't know. Is it also a woohoo place? I think so. Yeah. I wish we had more different mirrors, but yeah, I guess they're hard to make. And yeah, bathroom mirrors are also a bit. That light is like the Defender light. You need that for your kids, so else they'll get nightmares. So it's always good to know. There's a little wall Defender, that little creature live in there or something. That's like the background for it. We always have that, or the monster-free bed from Snowy Escape. So yeah, I think this is working out pretty well. And the bathrooms, this is pretty much the way it was in the example that I looked at. And yeah, so this one has 3 layers. And also the reason I didn't want to do more with the basement is I don't know how that's gonna hinder, like slow down gameplay. So I only made a basement for this first house, like a small one, and none of the other ones, because if there's a boiler and everything, I don't know if that's going to be per unit or for the whole lot. So I only made one, but in a way that you can see, you can easily make them for the other ones as well. I mean, there's enough space. So I just left it open. I'm not gonna fill basements with all sorts of crap and and people just being annoyed with them and have to delete everything. So yeah, and yeah, I still didn't really know what to do with that, but anyway, so I think that little like bay window thing, I was looking at an example because I always look at so many examples of this. My Pinterest is full with Sims house plan ideas, and yeah, now also with all the apartments. Oh my god, it's so full of stuff. So yeah, I thought it would be nice to have like a little entry there, so that if it's raining, which is usually a lot in England, also where I live, that you have like, you can stand there and it's dry. So that's be more realistic as well. And a small front yard is also very realistic. Also sort of a mess usually there, but yeah, let's see if we can lower that. I mean, it's not the best, but it's the best I could do. I mean, I could make it like one window wide, which would be better to put like little window seats in there, but I don't know, it just didn't look right. I think this has a lot more space. And yeah, I made all the little front yard like gates and everything the same, but then see, each one will get their own little gates and walls. I like that one, the classic one. So now I started to make things a little bit different for each unit. Something fell here. Anyway, and the example I was looking at was only like 2 stories, and also this is kind of going to be like a little bit the bad house for like a slumlord. So there's going to be like the poor people is going to live there. I already felt bad making this because yeah, a lot of people are not living in the nicest places, but yeah, so I hope you forgive me for making this kind of a bad house. It's not that bad, but a little bit. And I want to have like a little shed as well, because I know they can do like the washing machines and things like that. Also put some washing machines in the community part. Don't know if you have the laundry day. I mean, if you don't want to have laundry everywhere, just delete that. And also I saw that some of these houses have the front door next to each other instead of just being like all the same. And so I might just like a mirror image, and then I sort of messed up in the beginning here. You see, it says like yeah, that's a bit too close. Yeah, and then you can't really change it anymore. So yeah, too bad. Again, yeah, like this. And I make the door the same side for both of them. So I never bought those things. I just like change things until delete stuff until it works. But yeah, this is more what I wanted. And then also have, I think, the last one, the door on the other side. I think that will look better. And delete the ceiling there. And also I saw one house that has like those like bay windows stacked on top of each other like this block. So I want to do that as well. So I have like different inspiration like photos, and then use different parts from all of them to get this. So didn't just make it up. Some people just can make these things up just like out of their brain. But yeah, I'm not that good. So I use inspiration and stuff, and then just use what I need of them, I guess. And yeah, I want to have like a little dormer there, like sort of the idea that these people built this dormer themselves, because this is going to be sort of the posh people house. Don't know if you want to put your landlord in that, because I mean you can choose any, I think, to live in yourself, or you can just rent this and the landlord be an NPC. So yeah, the roofing is terrible. I don't like it, but in the end it worked out. I had pretty good photos as well. Only the back I sort of made up myself, so I don't know if that's going to be realistic or not, but this is the way it is. So sorry if I move the camera or not, but I'll just do that to see, does this look good? Nope, okay. This is fine. I want to have them, the extra block there, it's going to be like I don't know what's it called in English. It's like open glass thing, sort of a greenhouse part. Yeah, so that you can like sit outside, sort of inside, and have like plants and stuff. Yeah, I can't think of the word now. Sorry. I should look it up. But yeah, also this one I wanted to have a little bit different, like not have that sort of bay window, but more like that. So from this other inspiration that I saw, so just paste everything together and just make my own thing. And I think it's working out pretty well. I'd still left the stairs on the other end though, so I'll have to change that as well. And the doors, I made like a little bit high doors with wood. I'm pretty happy with it so far, really. I like that I put the walls a little bit higher, because now I can use those really nice doors that I really like. But yeah, I'm not gonna put, I thought I might put a little like balcony there, but I don't think that goes with the aesthetic of this, so I decided against that. And yeah, I'm just doing the outside and then looking at how I'm gonna do the inside later, because I didn't use a specific floor plan. Well, I think for the third one I did for like below that it's a bit open, so I did that. The rest I just made up, like when I just from my own imagination, I guess. But it's not hard to imagine, and these houses aren't very big, but I've been in a lot of these, so I can imagine what they would look like. And of course I've got lots of pictures as well. I do like those windows, but I end up using the same ones over and over because some of them just don't go anywhere. I really like this window. I think I use it a lot. I think it's from the Parenthood. I was checking if there was also like single windows from that, and yeah, I think these are like similar. I think this is nice to have lots of light, because that was gonna be my granny unit. That's yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna make her the landlord or not in my gameplay, but yeah, she has at least 4 or 5 cats, so it's like a cat lady, and she has a student upstairs like renting a room. And yeah, the third one is like a posh family with teenagers, and the second one was kind of for the poor people. So there's some students sharing one room, and a whole family with a baby and one child sharing a room like together, and then one couple. Maybe I'll make them the landlord. I don't know. You can also play just as tenants, so maybe there'll be no landlord, or you'll be the landlord and not live there. I think that's also possible, but we don't know that much yet, and it's still such a long wait. It's the 20th now, so what, like over 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. It's long. I think I've never been this excited for a pack to come out. I mean, since I've been doing my own channel and everything, I'm being more like on top of new packs, because usually I only find out about them when I'm starting up the game and just looking at like the start screen. Will say, oh, high school pack is gonna come out, or like werewolves is gonna come out, and then I would just wait. But now, because I have my own channel, I'm on Twitter, and then I see a lot of things straight away, and then it takes a lot longer to wait, because then I'm aware of all the things and all the discussions. I used to not be on any of like social media. I started to follow like Facebook groups and things like that, and yeah, so now I'm more aware of like discussions and everything. Yeah, I want to make a little bit a bigger room for her there, like a shed for all the cats. It's a cat shed, and little like garden shed for her as well. Got really invested in this last house. Maybe because I'm kind of an old cat lady myself. Well, not that old, but yeah, plenty old. But cats anyway. Cats. More cats. So kind of would be kind of fun to have like all these cats running around this neighborhood, this little bit little neighborhood. I didn't think about having space for kids to play that much though. I mean, you could put hopscotch and the marble playing stuff somewhere, but it's going to be difficult. So I am going to do bigger lots. I'm planning to do the one like from Karate Kid. It's like that one. I also like it if it's kind of a little bit crappy. So yeah, I'm probably going to do that next. I've been looking at so many apartment houses though. So many more. I want to make all of them. I can't do. These take very long time to do. Yeah, not the shell that much, because I think I did this in two sessions, as it were. So that's not too long, but doing the inside took me like a couple of days. Also because I couldn't concentrate because of the whole mental health test, whatever I had to do, and usually after an hour I was just like, oh, because normally I would do like 3 or 4 hours a day, but with breaks, and then be like, oh, everything hurts, and yeah, and not build for a while after that. But now I just did like little short bursts, but the outside I did like one long one. But yeah, I like to overdo things, which is probably the autism thing. I thought it was like ADHD thing, but apparently it's autism thing, and I just push myself too hard and I do too much, and then I just get really tired, and then I'm totally kaput. So yeah, it is what it is, I guess. Yeah, I did again change the color of everything. Like, yes, these windows should be white and red. Yeah, just doing all the windows and seeing like how I'm gonna do the rooms. I am gonna change some of the layout of the rooms though later on, but I want to have the look of it first, and how I want the outside to be, and then later on just change the rooms as I saw fit. So yeah, I totally did the outside first. Normally these houses don't have on their floor plan where like windows on the side, and but I kind of wanted that anyway because it's The Sims, and I think if there's nothing on the side it's gonna be kind of boring. So yeah, and I live in like a corner house with like a long side as well. There are no windows there. I mean, so that's normal, but it's kind of boring to have that in game. So yeah, I changed that. And I also want to have them all a bit different, but then I now found out like, oh yes, I should make these shorter, because else I can't make them different colors and make them all distinct. So I just copied them over, and I don't know why I did the green thing. Sometimes I don't know why I do things. No sheet metal maybe. That's probably okay. Yeah, I changed my mind so much. But yeah, I mean, it's all fun. It's all fun and games. But it's starting to look pretty okay, I think. I mean, like the bare like bones are there, I would say. And yeah, there's still a lot of work to do on these, which I'm gonna do in some other videos that I still have to make. I'm also not doing a lot of takes also for the voice, because it used to take me so long to do this, and then I just could only do them like once a week, and now I have this whole pile of unedited videos for you waiting, and yeah, no energy of like physical way to do this. And yeah, I don't think I can have them done by someone else. Maybe the building videos. And I'm also not very rich because yeah, I'm disabled. I'm everything disabled apparently. And yeah, so now I didn't do a lot of editing, and I didn't do a lot of editing and takes to the voiceover, because else it's just take forever, and then you'll not have any videos. So yeah, I don't know if it's quality wise, if it's the right choice, but I don't know. I went for have more videos instead of have them all exactly perfect and spend hours and hours and hours on that and be totally broken and not able to do anything for the next few days. So yeah, this is what I chose to do. I think that's looking pretty nice. And also I want to do something like a little car park there, I think. Oh yeah, not yet. And do the backyards also a bit different. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that's sort of like a nice like homey one with kids, and that's more like the posh people everybody hates. I like that about DarkSimz too as well, that you can have like posh townies and gearheads and jocks and like techies and like nerds and whatever. And yeah, but yeah, of course nowadays you can't do that because, well, you can't be too like stereotypical or something. But somehow I feel it's kind of a shame, because the Sims used to be like wackier and stuff, but it's wacky enough, I think. If I see the Sims, I mean like the Sims themselves, then you're like, okay, this is a lot better, and building is a lot better in the Sims 4, because the other ones, I don't even like the Sims 2. I didn't do any building. I just chose one house and just put it in there, or just lived in a house that was already there, because it was just not really interesting to build, I think. And Sims 3, it was also kind of annoying to build, and there was not a lot of furniture or a lot of choices. And oh yeah, you have the whole color wheel, but that all those patterns just slowed the game down a lot. So I didn't actually use those many times. So yeah, I think, yeah, here I'm doing the parking lot. Okay, so I think we're nearing the end for today. Yes. So yeah, I'm gonna try and do the other parts of this build this week. And yeah, I don't know. I tried to do all of them, but I don't know if I can. I will try, so that you don't have to wait so long. Also, I have to do the new episodes, of course, in my occult sim drama. But yeah, sorry, I was building houses. But yeah, that's all recorded as well, and I just have to put it all together for you. But I will. I'll try and work harder, but not too hard. It's all quite difficult, because I'm reading lots of books as well about the autism thing, and that's taking a lot of my energy too. But I'll try and make this work, and yeah, I'll post everything on my Twitter as well when the next ones are up. And yeah, thank you for watching today, and have a good one. Bye bye.